I'm Father Rob Longbottom, your pastor at your church, St. Paul's Anglican here in Visalia. Now, I can't help but think about the first time that I came here to be a pastor at St. Paul's. It was August 27th, 2011. And it was only 14 days later that the events of 9/11 unfolded right before our eyes. I remember specifically because Father James rolled a TV into the offices at the old church campus, and he, along with myself and Antoinette and Elaine, the secretary at the time, watched the events unfold. And it didn't take us very long to realize that what we needed to do was to open the church and have a place where people can congregate and share in this collective sorrow, this collective struggle and crisis that we were all going through. Now, it really was less than 14 days into my time here that all of a sudden the coronavirus became a very big deal. And it was on my 13th day that I, along with the leadership, had to make the very difficult but now very clearly important decision to cancel Father James's retirement. Well, not cancel, but postpone his retirement celebration, as well as my installation here as your rector. Now, thinking about what transpired then and what is transpiring now, I look around our space. The church that we worship in is closed. We are on orders from the governor of California to stay at home. I look around and we can see that we are at a small chapel, chairs that are empty. And I just ask myself, where is it that we can gather together and to share in God's love and God's grace? Because we can't come together in person. Yet we still have a collective need to mourn and to pray. And now today, 15, really 20 years later, the technology that we have is going to help us do what we couldn't do then and gather together. See, this is one small way, this video, to share with you that you are not alone. This video is letting you know that not only are you not alone, but you have an opportunity to share in prayer and life with one another. Right now, it may only be through videos, but it will also be through live streaming. We are going to continue the worship life of the church. In fact, tonight at 6 p.m., we're going to have Stations of the Cross right here, where you can watch me go through the stations. And on Sunday morning, I, along with a few other brave souls, are going to be celebrating Holy Communion and inviting you to come and watch with us. We're going to have tools at our disposal to be able to do remotely Bible studies, gathering together with meetings, sharing in life together. And as soon as we're able to, we are going to gather together, first in small groups, then in larger groups, and finally in celebration that God has brought us through this. I can't help but think about what God had brought the Israelites through when he led them out of Egypt, through the desert into the promised land. And I can't also help but think about the gospel reading that was supposed to be for the installation service this Sunday. I want to read it to you. Two things. First, Jesus' command to his friends. From John's Gospel, chapter 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down their life for his friends. And you are my friends if you do what I command you. You see, that is at the center of our life together, where we can be in person or we have to see each other digitally. We can love one another. Many of you have already gotten phone calls from people of the church trying to update information to let you know that we're going to connect with you in this difficult time. And you're going to get a call from me personally, just asking how you're doing, how life is going, and how we might be able to serve you. Now, I want to share with you what was supposed to be in the Genesis passage, something that I think is going to be for all of us. This was supposed to be read this past Sunday, And I think it's a message for you today. Joshua chapter 1, actually, not Genesis, verses 7 through 9, says this: "Only be strong and very courageous. Be careful to do all according to the law that Moses, my servant, commanded you. Do not turn from it to the right hand or to the left, that you may have good success wherever you go. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened, and do not be dismayed. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." This was true for the Israelites as they entered into the promised land. This is true for us today. Be strong and courageous. Follow the law that God has given us through Moses. Love one another. And know that your church is with you. And we will call you. We will share in services with you, Bible study with you, and make sure you know that you are not alone. God bless. And join us for Stations of the Cross tonight at 6 p.m. and also Sunday morning, 10:30, for our worship together. Amen. Bye.